Hello everyone and welcome back to Country Cast. Kid Rock is working to preserve a piece of not only American history, but a very historical piece of history in country music. Kid Rock recently sat down with Fox News' Tucker Carlson, where he denounced the potential destruction of Beechwood Hall, the previous home to none other than Hank Williams Sr., and Kid Rock made his position clear and did not hold back while sharing his thoughts with Tucker Carlson. Real quick before we get into what Kid Rock had to say and the history behind Beechwood Hall, I would like to say thank you to all of our subscribers and supporters out there, and to the many who return to the channel and support but are not yet subscribed. If you could please subscribe, it would help us out tremendously. Again, thank you to everyone. Now, let's get right into it. Beechwood Hall, located near Franklin, Tennessee, was built in the 1850s and has been standing ever since. Country music was introduced into its rich history after Hank Williams Sr. purchased Beechwood Hall in 1951, and it is even suspected that this manor was inspiration to Hank Williams Sr.'s song Mansion on the Hill. However, Hank Sr. sold the estate after never residing there and tragically passed away just 2 years later in 1953. Country music maintained its connection to Beechwood Hall many years later as Tim McGraw and Faith Hill purchased the property and owned it themselves for several years. But as of today, Beechwood Hall has been bought again, this time by an investment group according to Lovely Franklin. As of late, many have alleged that the new owners are working to tear down Beechwood Hall. These claims have sparked a movement and website looking to preserve the historic manor. A website has been launched known as SaveBeechwood.org, where folks can go and sign a petition encouraging the new owners to preserve the property and prevent demolition. According to the website, Beechwood Hall is on the National Register of Historic Places. Now that we have laid out the history surrounding Beechwood Hall, let's get into what Kid Rock had to say. Rock told Tucker, "I think like so many other people in this country, we're sick of seeing history torn to the ground, whether it be in the form of monuments, statues, and now something so important here in Nashville, like the former home of Hank Williams, Beechwood Hall. I also might note it was also the former home of Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Where does this end? We kind of all knew that from the beginning once this fiasco started that it was never going to end. Now we kind of feel like we're under an invasion from the state of California, which we understand in a lot of ways. They have a lot of friends here that come from these spots, California, New York City. That's kind of like with this house. We feel like a lot of people say it. They say it under their breath, but they're scared to say it out loud. So once again, I'll be the guy. You know, they come here leaving these woke policies from these cities, for better schools, lower taxes, lower crime. We've talked about it. You've talked about it a million times. And we kind of tell them, leave your effing politics at the state line. And this is just one more example of somebody from California who is, as I understand, gave them a handshake, and to people in the community and to this foundation, he is a donor for. And now he basically seems like another avenue to tear it down, and I don't think there is anything more important in country music, if not American music, than Hank Williams. Now, the Heritage Foundation has put out a statement where they explained they are working with the new owners to create a comprehensive preservation plan with the new owners, as well as bringing in resources and solutions to the table for discussion. And according to Fox News, the California fund manager who bought Beechwood Hall, Larry Keel, put out his own statement denouncing that Beechwood Hall would be torn down. Keel said, "Contrary to misinformation that is being published, no historical items have been placed in any burn pile, and there is no scheduled demolition." He also explained that the home has been vacant for several years and was in a deteriorated state when he purchased the property. Keel also confirmed that an addition to the home, which was built in the 1970s, was removed due to it not being historical. And in conclusion, Kid Rock ended his interview with Tucker Carlson by adding, "I think there's going to be many people who will get on board. they can go to savebeechwood.org, and I think you will see a lot more country music stars, musicians, just great people in the community that want to preserve this for the next generation to come, generations beyond that. So guys, if you are interested, you can visit the website, which is in the description of this video. Of course, we would love to know your thoughts on all of this down below in the comments as well. Thank you guys for tuning in to CountryCast. As always, that will be it for today's video.